YouTubers, it's your girl Shannon from Tesla and Chill, and as you can see behind me, we have the Mustang Mach-E and the Tesla Model Y. Now these cars, they are probably like, I think probably each other's like biggest competition when it comes to size, because they are so similar. So I figure we need to do some kind of comparison here, because they really have like their pros and cons. Like they're both really, really great vehicles, but I'm wondering which one has the biggest trunk. So we are gonna do a luggage test today. We are gonna see how much luggage each trunk can hold. Now first I have to have a hypothesis because, hello, 6th grade science class said you always have to hypothesize first. So I'm wondering which one is gonna hold more. I'm kind of wondering about the Model Y because it's a really big trunk and it has the sub trunk. But if you look at it, it does have that coupe-like design. So I'm wondering if the trunk is really gonna be able to close on so many like suitcases once it's in there. Or we have the Mustang Mach-E, which also has that faux coupe-like design because, you know, the blue paint like draws your eye downwards like a coupe look, but it has that flat back because it actually extends back a little bit further. And look at you guys, look at all these suitcases. When I was like taking suitcases out of my garage this morning, I didn't realize how many suitcases I actually have. And you guys, I have a lot of baggage, probably emotionally too. But let's go ahead. We are gonna fill up these trunks. We are gonna see how much each one can hold. Now, just looking at them empty, I feel like the Model Y is probably a little bit bigger of a trunk. Here, it just looks like it's longer and it has the sub trunk, but the Mach-E extends further out. So let's talk about rules because this is kind of like a science experiment, so we have to have parameters. So here is the rules. We're not gonna put down any of the seats. We're just gonna leave these as is. And the trunk has to be able to actually close. So I think that's where maybe the Mustang Mach-E could really like excel because maybe the Model Y won't be able to close so much with that coupe-like design. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's load up the suitcases in the Model Y first, and then we'll load suitcases into the Mach-E. Oh, and let's talk about the suitcases here. Okay, so I actually have 3 of these big ones. I have one more big one in the Mach-E. So we have 3 extra large suitcases. We have 1 large suitcase, and then we have 2 smaller ones. These are kind of like carry-on size. So let's go ahead, let's load up and see how they do. Okay, we have 3 extra large suitcases in the Model Y. Let's see if it closes. That does not work. Okay, we need to reconfigure. Okay, maybe only 2 extra large suitcases. Okay, let's take that top suitcase off and then we'll try maybe just a large suitcase on top. Let's take a look here. I don't know if it's fully closed. You guys, look at that. There's still some room. It's not fully closed. I'm super surprised that didn't work. But I think that carry-on suitcase right there. Okay, I think that's our issue. So let's go ahead and we'll fix that one. Okay, so now we have 2 extra large suitcases, 1 large suitcase, and 1 carry-on suitcase. I think this looks really good. Everything looks like it's within like the parameters here. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead, let's hit this button and we'll see if it closes now. Let's see. Yes, okay, this worked. This is super exciting. I wonder if we could shove like 1 more carry-on in here because you actually do have a little bit of extra space here. Maybe if you had like a duffel bag or a backpack, and you still have these side pouches to take advantage of, these little side cutouts. And maybe you could like slide something back a little bit more if you wanted to. So I'm actually really impressed with how this is working out. I'm gonna try to fit 1 more carry-on size in here. I'm gonna kind of wedge it back just a little bit. I don't think this is gonna work because you can see it like, it definitely peeks outside those borders there. But let's try. Oh, it worked! It worked, you guys! The trunk closed. That was really, really cool. Dang, this thing like holds a lot, doesn't it? So that's 2 extra large suitcases, 1 large, and 2 carry-ons. And hello, we forgot about the sub trunk. Okay, let's make sure a carry-on can fit in that too. There is so much room in this sub trunk, you guys. Like, I could fit my body in there. Okay, let's see. It's for sure gonna be able to fit a carry-on. Okay, without a doubt, a carry-on will fit. That was super easy. I don't know if it'll fit a large. Let's see. Okay, you guys. It fits a large suitcase too, I think. Let's see. We'll readjust. Maybe? Okay, I don't know if it'll be able to fit a large. It's not quite going as flush as it could be. I'll try to finagle it a little bit more. Oh wait, I think we got it. I think this is it. Will it close flat? It closes flat. Okay. Dang, that fits a whole large suitcase in there. So that means that the Model Y trunk, it's big enough to fit 2 extra large suitcases, 2 large suitcases, because we actually use that large one twice, and 2 carry-on suitcases. I don't know if you ever travel with that many suitcases. Maybe you have like a really big family, but that is insane. That's a ton of luggage. Okay, that was really, really cool. I'm super impressed. I didn't think it would hold near that much, but now that we've done it on the Model Y, we need to do it on the Mach-E. And just for bonus points, let's go ahead and let's see if anything fits in the trunk. I have a feeling that this little carry-on will be a perfect fit. You guys, excellent. That fits so well. I'm so excited. The Model Y definitely did not disappoint, but let's make sure the front closes and it shuts. Now we'll see how many suitcases the Mustang Mach-E will hold. There is like an ample amount of space back here, even though there is like no sub trunk. You can see literally there is like not much room for anything there, aside from like your charging cords. But there is still like some ample space back there. I think that'll be able to fit a lot. We will see how much it will actually be able to fit. We are again gonna abide by like the same rules. We don't want anything to go over into the seats, and the trunk has to fully close. So let's not waste any time. Let's start loading it up. And I am gonna remove that privacy screen. That way we have a little bit more room so we can make complete use of the trunk. Okay, so this is interesting. The 2 extra large suitcases will only fit if they're actually in the middle of it. If it's too far to the side, it kind of interferes and it won't allow it to close. So let's try a different configuration. So that time we had success, and that actually fit 1, 2, 3 carry-ons, one large, and one extra large right down here. I think that's like a lot of luggage, people. I don't know how you travel. This might be good for my family of 3 for like 3 days maybe. At least that's how my husband thinks I pack, although he's probably right. I overpack for everything. And normally when I pack, I usually just throw everything in a suitcase last minute, and then I pray that it zips up as I sit on it to close it. Is that how you pack? Let me know if you're like a late packer or if you're a super early packer. Drop it in the comments below. But you can see here, there is still like a few extra spaces of room here. You might be able to wedge in just a few things on the side. You can see this pouch area. This is still free also. This has a little bit of room in here if you can see that. We actually have some snacks in it already. We have a Nutri-Grain bar and this little squeezer for J3. This has zucchini, spinach, and bananas. It's kind of like drinking a salad, and I'm almost wondering if I should give it a shot myself. I mean, like, I feel like it'd be the easiest and quickest way to get my vegetables, but I don't know if eating baby food is gross. So drop me a comment too. Is eating baby food gross, or is it just a really efficient way to get your fruits and vegetables? Let me know by dropping it in the comments below. Okay, now that we have this configured out, now that we know how many suitcases we can fit in here, and I mean, you could even stack a few more things on the top if you really wanted to. We cannot forget about the front. You might remember in one of our last videos that we took the divider out, so we have to make use of that. And you also might remember that to open up the front, we have to come into the driver's side, because this is the only way to access it right now. Pull this lever twice. And you might remember from our last video that we were able to fit in this carry-on size, but let me show you again just to be sure. We'll come all the way up front here. And I'm so glad we removed the front divider. It clears up so much space. Look at how big this is before I put the suitcase in. That is so big. Okay, suitcase in. Let me even try a large one actually. We'll see if a large will fit, but this will definitely close. Let's try a large real quick. Now we've got our large suitcase. Let's take out our carry-on size. Ooh, I don't know, you guys, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that's gonna close? There's only one way to find out. Okay, that's shut. I think that works. That held a large, and again, there was still some extra room on the sides for other things. So that was really impressive. I think I'm impressed by both vehicles, both the Mach-E and the Model Y. Was there a clear winner? Well, let me know what you think about this luggage test. Was it like super scientific? Not necessarily, but I feel like it did at least give me a good visual as far as what I can fit for like upcoming road trips, maybe the holidays if we travel, how many presents I can bring. Well, that's all I've got for now. Let me know your thoughts by dropping them below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.